Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on this really fun polka dotty purple makeup look. I don't really know what to call it, but I get some comments from time to time that you guys want to see more like avant-garde, editorial, just fun, kind of unwearable looks. So if you guys want to see more makeup like this, definitely let me know. I love wearing these crazy looks. I don't know, I just think it's super fun. And this one is actually inspired by my friend Sydney D Artistry on Instagram. She's super creative and I love everything she does, so if you guys want more inspo, definitely go check her out. So yeah, if you guys want to know how to get this halo eye with the polka dots, then just keep watching. So I'm starting out with my new favorite foundation, which is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. This is in the color Fair Beige, I think it's called. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I will put it down below. So I'm applying that with the dropper, and then I'm using my Smith Cosmetics 115 foundation brush to apply this. And usually, you guys know I love my Beauty Blender, but for this foundation, I found that I like to use this brush most out of everything to apply it. So I just lay it down, kind of smooth it out with the side of the brush, and then I turn it on its side and buff the foundation in, and it's just like the perfect airbrushed finish. And then when I get to my forehead, since I'm wearing a wig, I just go in with my Beauty Blender. And I tried to use some new products in this video, so I'm taking this color correcting palette by J-Cat Beauty, and I realized that I was accidentally flipping you guys off, so switching fingers. I'm just applying this salmon colored concealer to the under eye area, and then I'm going into the J-Cat concealer and contour palette, and I'm just applying the lightest shade right over that. And then going over the top of that with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer in Fair, just to kind of cancel out those orange tones a little bit more and to highlight the rest of my face. So down my nose, on the sides of the bridge of my nose since it gets dark up there, and then anywhere that I still have some redness, my skin is looking a lot better than it has in a while, but I still need to cover some up on my chin and nose area. And then just blending everything out with the Beauty Blender. To set the concealer, I'm using this Mystifying Mattifying Powder by Lunatic Cosmetics. I've had this for a while, but I haven't used it in a long time, and I forgot how much I liked it. So I'm just setting the under eye concealer and my eyelids, which I also put concealer on to prime for the eyeshadow. And then just going around the rest of my face, wherever I tend to get like oily or creasy, whatever, on my forehead, laugh lines, chin. Now going in with some contour. This is by Pixie Beauty, and I'm taking this on a Luxie brush, and I'm just going to contour out my face, so cheekbones, and I'm going to drag a little bit down underneath my jaw, but I'm not going to be too heavy down there. And then I have to lift up the wig to get it across my forehead. For highlight, I'm using one of the new Enlight powders by Danessa Myricks. It's called Angel Wings. At first I thought this would be too dark for me, but it actually looks pretty good. It's like borderline too dark, but it still highlights my face. I think if I was like a little bit more pale, it wouldn't look as good, but I love how it looks. It's like a natural, really pretty peachy, almost bronzy glow. So I'm just applying that on my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, Cupid's bow, and just a tiny, tiny bit on my forehead. For brows, I just got this Brow Bar to Go by Gerard Cosmetics, so I'm using the lightest one right there in the middle, and I'm just using this with my Smith Angled Liner brush to apply this. This is my favorite brow brush. It is the best. I love it. And I actually really like this brow powder too. It's hard for me to find brow powders that look good with blonde wigs, but this does the job. Okay, moving on to eyeshadow, I'm using my favorite Sugar Pill, but it got really dirty when I was traveling with it last week. Anyways, I'm taking a mix of 2AM and Poison Plum on a Smith 230 blending brush. And I'm just going to apply this right into the crease, kind of concentrate it so it doesn't get too far blown out, but I'm just going to go back and forth like windshield wiper motions and then kind of circular motions too. Once that's all blended into the crease, I'm going to extend it down to the outer third or so of the lid. We're going to be doing like a halo eye look, so you're going to want to color in the outer corner and the inner corner. But for the inner corner, I'm going to have to switch to a smaller brush because that blending brush is a little too big. So this is just by Fearless Cosmetics. It came in a set, but it's just like a really dense, short packer brush. And I'm just applying that purple to the inner third as well, and then leaving the center of my lids blank. So to pack the color on the lid, I'm going to get my Smith 256 and wet it with MAC Fix Plus, and then I'm applying the Makeup Geek foiled shadow in the color Daydreamer. This is one of my favorite Makeup Geek shadows. It's just the perfect light icy lavender. It's so pretty, and I'm just packing this pretty much just directly onto that blank part of my lid and blending it in as I go. Also switching to my blending brush just to blend that purple in a little bit better. Then I'm just going to take those two purple colors underneath my lower lash line, so I'm just going to take my Smith 220, which is the best brush for this. I'm just going to scoot it right along there, and make sure to blend it out as I go. For an inner corner highlight, I'm taking the Amethyst color from the Kat Von D Alchemist palette, and I'm just applying this with the Cosette S185 a little blending brush right to the inner corners, and then I decided to pop a little bit of that on top of the center of my lid. So to do polka dots, you want to use something that's going to dry down to a matte finish. It's not going to budge. So I'm using the Blue Milk Liner by Lime Crime, and then the Danessa Myricks Color Fix in the colors Chosen and Lift. And then for the brush, I like to use my Smith 202 because it has a really super fine tip. And then the handle is actually dipped into antibacterial lacquer, so I like to actually use the end of the handle of the brush to do the bigger dots. So I'm just taking the Color Fix in Chosen, that purple, and I'm just going to start really applying this wherever I feel like. And I wanted to mainly focus the dots in the crease because I felt like that would look the coolest, and to kind of wing them out into like almost a winged liner shape, but a little bit higher and more exaggerated. You can literally place these wherever you want and make them whatever sizes you want, but I alternated between some larger ones and smaller ones and then mirrored them on the other eye. Now I'm switching to Lift, which is the white, and I'm going to apply a little bit less of the white and make them a little bit tinier for the most part. Like I said, this is just however you want to do it. This is the fun part, so have fun with it. Put dots all around your face, whatever you want to do. The under eye area is pretty hard to do this because you have those lashes in the way and your skin is just a little bit wrinkly down there. So just take more time underneath your eye. They won't come out perfect, but it's still okay. And then last but not least, switching to the blue and just applying this wherever I have room. I only stuck to 3 colors, but if you want to do more, that's totally cool. Then just applying some mascara really quickly, and the lashes that I'm using are the Iconic Minis by House of Lashes, which are probably my all-time favorites. I love them. And for lips, I knew I wanted to stick with the purple. This is also new to me. This is Gravity by Gerard Cosmetics. It's one of their Hydra Matte lipsticks. I actually really like these. I was unsure whether I was going to like Gerard Cosmetics lipsticks, but I like the formula and I like the colors. And this one was just really cool. It's like a dark, cool-toned purple. I thought the lips were a little too boring, so I took that Amethyst from the Alchemist palette and I just dabbed that on the center of my lower lip, and I thought that kind of tied in everything together. So that is it for the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this and maybe learned some new techniques. If you guys want to see more videos like this, like I said, definitely let me know. If you have any looks in particular you want me to do, leave a comment. Everything I used will be listed in the description box below, and make sure to check out Sydney D Artistry on Instagram, like I said before. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!